settle in for our day 4 of our meditation series. And we are going to be doing some tapping tonight. Have you done tapping before? Tapping is something that's been around for a few decades. I first became aware of it as a school counselor about 25 years ago. And it was something very unusual at the time. Not a lot of people did it. I'd never heard of it myself. And one of the counselors taught us how to do it. She had been taught by the founder of EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. And it was still something that I found unusual until I put it to the test myself with a fear that I had. And it was remarkable how it alleviated the fear. And so it does have remarkable results. And we're going to incorporate it into our meditation challenge. And tonight's, I'm going to introduce you to the meridian points. You may keep your eyes closed and I'll lead you through it like a meditation. If you need to sort of check the spots, even though I'll say something like I'll say the eyebrow point, you can, of course, always open your eyes. But I do think that you will have better results if you keep your eyes closed. I want to give you sort of an overview of tapping. It's therapeutic and is aimed at soothing the central nervous system. And it is praised as an alternative therapy to medication and to other type of medications that you might want to take for addressing anxiety or stress. And so it involves tapping 9 acupressure or meridian points of the body to encourage flow and to get rid of blockages. And meridian points is, most likely know, are a Chinese medicinal concept that refers to key areas along the body's pathway, the neurological pathway. And one reason EFT tapping is said to be so powerful is its alleged ability to access the amygdala, which is the part of the brain that controls the body's response to fear. So EFT tapping is remarkable when it comes to fears, limiting beliefs, pain, all of the negative type of things that we want to dispense of. And it does have to do with the meridian points of flight or fight. So the meridian points that I most of the time use and most practitioners use are the karate chop on the side of the hand. So when I say karate chop, you will just touch and tap the side of your hand with your fingers. There's not a precise amount of numbers that you need to touch. In other words, you don't have to do it 5 exact times or 7. Just tap it. Don't need to count. And this is the fleshy side of the hand. Then the eyebrow part, when I mention go to the eyebrows, it's in between our eyebrows. Unless you have a unibrow, then it's right in the center above the nose. And you may use one hand to tap. You can use a couple of fingers, more fingers. You also can use 2 hands to tap. It is just as effective to use one hand. The side of the eye will be the bony protrusion here on the outside of the eye. Under the eye is here above the cheek bone. Under the nose is right where it sounds like. And I will say chin or under the mouth. I'll use both terminology. Sometimes I'll say chin, and I notice sometimes I say under the mouth. And it's this part right here where that little indentation is. And then we have the collarbone. And generally, I do use all 10 fingers across the collarbone. But again, you can just use one hand and go across this bony protrusion here. Under the arm is the side of the body about 4 inches below the armpit. And then top of the head is this area at the top of the head. And Emotional Freedom technique is very forgiving. So don't feel like you have to have an exact spot. It's very forgiving. And then at the beginning of any of the methods that we go through, we rank the intensity of what it is we're trying to alleviate. We rank from 0 to 10, 10 being the most intense, the pain or the fear. And perhaps you'll think that, oh, I've got a headache. So that pain would be, if you have one, it could be intense. It could be an 8, a 9, could be a 7. And so we're trying to reduce whatever that pain threshold is. We get it down a couple of points. And if you can get it down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points, imagine that's pretty remarkable. Just imagine the relief that you can receive. So tonight we're going to start with a Nick Ortner of the tapping solution. I'm going to use one of his EFT tapping points. And depending on time, I'll see if I can get through 2 different categories tonight. The first one is pain. So I want you to think about any pain that you might have or discomfort in your body. Could be a headache or a backache, a neck ache. And we're going to try this wonderful technique. So for pain relief, I'd like you to rank it, see what hurts, if it's shoulder pain, headache, just a discomfort anywhere. Give it a number. And perhaps you don't have any pain tonight. Thank goodness, that's a good thing. So you might have a low number. Whatever it is, I want you to consciously be aware of that number that you give it so we can make a knowledgeable comparison at the end. And we're going to begin with the karate chop. Your eyes are closed unless you need to. Open them just to see where we're at, but I'll lead you through. Take a nice deep breath in and let it out. Continue with the karate chop motion to the side of the hand. And think to yourself the phrases I'm saying. You can even say them out loud if you'd like. Personally, I think it's easier just to say it inside your mind. Even though I have this pain in my body, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this pain in my body, I deeply and completely accept and love myself. Continuing with the karate point, even though I have this pain in my body, I completely love and accept myself. And now we go to the eyebrow point between the eyes, between the eyebrows, up above the nose. One hand or both. Tap 5 or 6 times, not a exact. And think to yourself, this pain in my body, side of the eye, this pain in my body. You say that, or you think it inside your mind. Under the eye, all this pain in my body. Under the nose, all the pain in my body. Below the mouth, all the pain in my body. Collarbone, all this pain in my body. Under the arm, all this pain in my body. Top of the head, all this pain in my body. One more round. Eyebrow, all this pain in my body. Side of eye, so painful. Under the eye, so frustrating. Under the nose, so frustrating. Below the mouth, I wonder if I can let it go. Collarbone, I wonder if I can release this pain. under the arm. I wonder what this pain is all about. Top of the head. I wonder what this pain is all about. Stop tapping. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. And we check in with ourselves. We see if anything has shifted. Maybe if it was back pain that started at a higher number and it's decreased. Maybe you were at a 9 or a 10, it's decreased to a 7. Maybe you were at an 8 and it decreased to a 7 or less. You can go through the round again and again, and we try to do it until you get below a 7 or a 6 so that we alleviate it. You can go through these rounds as often as you need to, which is a wonderful thing. Also, maybe something came up while you were doing the experience, and maybe you started thinking about something, a relationship, or perhaps you started thinking about work. And that is tied in with what often it's tied in. I will have that as a caveat. Often it is tied in. For instance, if you start thinking about work and you've been having a headache, often it is related to your work, the reason that you're having the headache. Just be insightful with this experience of EFT tapping. I find it is fascinating in how our body can speak to us. Then you can tap on work and you can tap on the pain that you were having. And so it can bring deeper insights. And when you go even down one point, imagine that we have that kind of control over our body. It means you have the power within you to alleviate pain. So we do have a few minutes. Let's try this next one. Let's do another. This is for overwhelm. Overwhelm, anxious feelings. And this one will go through to help you feel more calm, relaxed, and with ease tonight. Take a deep breath in and close your eyes, and let's begin. Let's get started. Take a nice deep breath in and let it go. We start by focusing on what you're currently feeling as far as anxiousness, tenseness, maybe overwhelm. You use the emotion that you're wanting to get rid of. I will use the word overwhelm. And we'll spend a few minutes doing what's called truth tapping, not to anchor it in, but to acknowledge it, feeling safe. And Nick Ortner of the Tapping Solution says to acknowledge it is not to increase it. It is called truth tapping and a part of his tapping solution. So on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the highest, where is your overwhelm? How strong is it? How is your anxiousness or limiting belief or tenseness or stress? And do you feel it in your stomach? There's no wrong answer. Do you feel it in your head, in your chest? And ask yourself, what is this emotion about? What is this belief about? And let's start tapping karate chop, the side of the hand. And repeat after me inside your mind, even though I feel overwhelmed or the feeling that you have targeted. Even though I feel this way, I love, accept, and forgive myself. Yeah. Even though I feel this way, I feel this overwhelm, I love, accept, and forgive myself. It's still on the karate chop point. Even though this feeling of overwhelm is weighing me down, I am willing to accept myself and feel calm. Now tapping through the points, eyebrows. Tap at your eyebrows, these feelings of overwhelm. Side of the eye. I feel them in my body. Under the eye, tap. I feel them in my mind. Under the nose. There is so much to do. Under the mouth. And part of me feels like I have to get it all done. Collarbone. So much pressure. Under the arm. To get it all done. Top of the head. All these feelings in my body. Eyebrow point. Thinking about all I have to do. Side of the eye. Acknowledging the pressure. Under the eye. On my mind and body. Under the nose. Sometimes this overwhelm feels out of control. Under the mouth. My list is endless. Collarbone. Just so much to do. Under the arm. I don't know how I'm going to find the time. Top of the head. It's all up to me. Eyebrow. It feels like I'll never be able to get it all done. Side of the eye. All this pressure. Under the eye. Feeling it in my body. Under the nose. Acknowledging this feeling in my body. Under the mouth. Feeling it in my body. Collarbone. All this pressure. Under the arm. I really want to change this. Top of the head. What if I can find some relief? Eyebrow. I'm ready to find a way to feel calm. Side of the eye. I'm willing to release this pressure. Under the eye. I know I will be more effective coming from a calm place. Just listen to my words if you don't have time to repeat it all. Just listen to that. Under the nose. When I let go of the pressure. Under the mouth. I have more resources. Collarbone. I'm more creative. Under the arm. I have more patience. Top of the head. I choose to feel calm now. Eyebrow. Feeling calmer gives me choices. Side of the eye. I choose to breathe deeply. Under the eye. I let go of all stress. Under the nose. I allow myself to feel calm. Under the mouth. Teaching my body how to relax. Collarbone. When I'm calm, time is on my side. Under the arm. I allow myself to feel calm now. Top of the head. I release all these thoughts. Eyebrow. I let go of all I put pressure on myself. Side of the eye. Feeling calm. Confident. Under the eye. I know all is well. Under the nose. Releasing any events, memories, ideas, thoughts that are putting pressure on myself. Under the mouth. Letting them go. Collarbone. Feeling safe in my body. Under the arm. Feeling relaxed. Top of the head. Letting it all go. Hands down on the lap. Take a deep breath in. You can gently stop tapping. Check back in. See how your emotion is now. See how you feel. Ask yourself, how overwhelmed or the emotion you were trying to alleviate do I feel now? Did things shift? Letting go just a little bit is making all the difference. When you release, when you let go of stress, you can be more effective and productive and get things done. And you can use this meditation anytime you need to let go of stress. Hands at the heart center. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this. I love tapping, and it's beautiful that we have this in our library that we can come back to at any time and to tap on any type of emotion or pain to help alleviate it. It's a miracle. It really is. Have a really good night and a good rest and a blessed tomorrow. Namaste.